Welcome to English 2 CP. I am Miss Allen. I am your English teacher, and I'm sorry that I'm not here on the first day of school to be with you guys and meet and greet all of you, but I am out on maternity leave because I had a little girl July 31st, and I won't be back into the classroom full time until October. So you have Miss Rhett. She's your long-term sub, and I know she's going to do a really great job, and she's going to take very good care of you. I just want to introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. I have taught at CCSMS since we first opened, and I've always taught in the high school. Along with teaching English, I also teach teacher cadet and theater, and I'm also in charge of cross country and student council and maybe soccer. I've coached it in the past. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to do it this spring. So that's a little bit about myself. Along with having a new daughter, I'm also married to Mr. Allen, your assistant principal, and we have two boxers whom we love to death, and they now have been moved to the background though because they have a new baby sister. I also like to play soccer myself. I like to run. I like to be in the outdoors. So that's a little bit of information about me, and I hope that when I return to school in October that I'll really get to know you guys or get to know me better. So I wanted to go over just a few things with you to let you know that I am still here. I'm behind the scenes, and that I'm watching you and grading all of your work. The first thing is that you have your summer assignments due today, the first day of school for me, and that's your work on Lord of the Flies. And some of you have emailed it to me, which is wonderful and fantastic. I have it on file. Those of you who have turned it in today, I will get it, either from your homeroom teacher or Ms. Rhett. And those of you who failed to do summer assignments, that's a 0 in the grade book for you, and that's going to be a major detriment to your first quarter grade. So you need to work extra hard to pull that up. The first 2 weeks are going to be focused on Lord of the Flies. You have a major test to take on it, and you have 2 writings that will be major assignments. So you need to make sure, if you haven't read it, that you get the book, buy it, check it out from the library, and you bring it to class every day and you actually read it. You are required to have that book in class for the next couple of weeks. And you also will get your big green textbook in a couple of weeks. It's pretty big, so some days you will have to take it home and some days you won't. When you leave it in the classroom, there's a special place for you to put it. Ms. Rhett will show you. When you do take it home, you are responsible for bringing that textbook back because we'll use it the next day in class. And some days you'll get grades for having your textbook or having your novel in class, whatever our major text is that we're reading. So you don't want to get a 0 for something that's so easy to bring to class. So along with your reading material, you also need to have a binder. It can be a 1-inch, it can be a 3-inch, I don't care how big it is, or if you even keep another class with the English stuff in your binder. But you need that binder with your syllabus in the front, and you also need to put all other major handouts that we give you today, or that Ms. Rhett gives you today, in the front of the binder. And then we also have your writer's notebook that you need to bring to class tomorrow. It needs to be 150 pages. It needs to be a spiral bound notebook. Please don't bring a 1-subject notebook because it will not be enough pages for what we're going to do with it. And if you have your writer's notebook in class tomorrow, then I will give you 10 extra credit points towards your second major test grade. So that would be your Lord of the Flies test. And so essentially you can make a 110 on the test if you get a perfect score. Other than that, I just wanted you to know that I am grading your work and I'm here. I created all of the lessons that Ms. Rhett is going to be doing with you. So this class is still very important, and I want you all to do your best because I've worked really hard on creating some cool stuff for you. The last thing I do want to tell you about is SSR. That is silent sustained reading. Since we've gone to a 4x4 this year, I finally am able to do SSR with my classes. So every Friday you will read for 20 minutes silently in class. You can read whatever you want. It can be a magazine, it can be a newspaper, it could be a textbook, it could be a novel. as long as it is appropriate for school. You can read whatever you'd like. And I would recommend reading something that helps you get your independent novels done faster. And independent novels, you'll learn about that. It's really similar to your IRPs that you did with Ms. Radovic. So, welcome to English. Again, I'm sorry I'm not there to be there in person, but Ms. Rhett is doing an awesome job, I know, and I'll see you soon. I know you guys are really curious and you want to see the baby. So here she is. Say, hey, baby Virginia. She's the newest Alan, newest member of the Riptide family. And Trevante Robertson, you can call her Treveria. I'm looking for that onesie. Say bye-bye.